during these times, I like to think of the olden days when I too was a work-study student in an office, and I didn't think about it as much then as in terms of how important my little contribution meant to my university at the time. But now looking back, I do know of how much less we'd have available if you weren't doing your jobs and doing them so well. So what I want to say to all of you and to the supervisors who nominated you, thank you.
The work-study program is a need-based program, and it's based on a student's FAFSA. I think that getting a feel for working in an office really helps to give students confidence, and it helps them. It's a nice thing to be able to put on their resume. Yes, you graduate, but you also have some experience working in an office setting or doing something in your major.
This is a master plan of the day. It has every room, and it has when there's setups for the room, what it's going to switch over to. It also has what's going on in the, like when the setups are up here, and like what's going on in the lawn and all throughout the atrium. So it's kind of like my master sheet.
I work with 30 students, and pretty much we are running the operations once the regular staff goes home for the day, and on the weekends as well. Just making sure events are going well, setting up rooms, hanging out at the information desk, and working with an interesting group of students. I was work-study for a while, but they don't give you enough to really last the whole year always, depending on your position. If I wasn't on work-study, I don't know if I'd be able to go about with my daily routine. I'd have trouble, definitely have trouble going to the grocery store every week and getting food. I'd be begging my parents for a little bit more money.
Basically what I'm hired to do is just to do barn chores. So before the milking and after the milking, there's certain chores that have to get done, like the feed has to be pushed up so the cows can eat it, and like stuff has to be set up so we can milk. You got to round the cows up, and you got to push them into the holding area, and that takes usually that takes like a half an hour. So then we start milking at 3 o'clock, and we milk from 3 o'clock till like 6:30, and then at 6:30 we're done milking, and we wash down the parlor and we wash all the machines, and then and we clean the rest of the barn. Like we use like a skid steer, a little bobcat skid steer, and we clean all the alleyways, like in between the cow stalls and where they're bedding. This school year, I thought, before I had this job, I thought that I would have to work all summer and all that money would go to just paying my rent. But with my farm job, I'm able to pay for rent and like have spending money. And so I save that's what my summer money goes to tuition now. So if I make 10 grand or whatever a summer, that all goes to tuition. I guess I didn't really know exactly what it was, but I knew that if I looked into it, I could find a job like sitting at a desk on campus where I could do my homework. And I don't think that, I mean, for what's minimum wage now, my little brother makes $7.50, so I can't really, I plainly can't afford to come here if I don't make more than, I have to make a decent amount of money to come here.
This is awesome for me to be up here actually, because I want to talk a little bit about this year's winner of the Student Employee of the Year award here at Keene State. But I would like to call Zach Beaver up to accept this award.
How does it feel to win this award?
Honestly, it's not something I was expecting. I know that there are a lot of students on campus, and they put a lot of effort into their positions and the things that they do. I think it's great. It's nice to be recognized for the hard work that you put in, but I definitely know that there were a lot of deserving people. I've worked in the Student Center for the past 4 years during my time here. Originally starting as a student leadership assistant, so really working with our leadership development program. And through the past couple of years, I have been able to sort of get more responsibility as I've grown into the position. And now I help in the overall support of our student organizations. I mean, I think the work-study program is absolutely essential. For a lot of students, it gives them not only the opportunity to work and make money, but they get the additional experience that's going to help them after their time at Keene State. So for me, it helped me decide my career path. So I'm going to be going into student affairs, even though I came here to get a major in computer science and a minor in criminal justice. So now I'm doing something completely different, but I would not be here today if I hadn't started working in the Student Center.